Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Brandy and this is Embrace the Path. First, I am so honored that you are here with me on this journey of embracing your path, your life, your past also. This is the first episode, so super nervous, probably tons of mistakes, that's okay. Super raw, super don't care. I feel like if I can help one person, this is all I have to do. So Embrace the Path is where we talk all things. Oh, if you see me looking up, it's because I have it written down and I can't remember shit. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, back on. Embrace the Path is a podcast. Not a podcast. And Embrace the Path is a place where we talk all things. Join me on a transformative and soul-stirring expedition as we embark on a profound healing journey through Embrace the Path. This series is an invitation to delve into the depths of self-discovery, resilience, and renewal. I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I am just sharing my life and things that help me. I will be discussing all things spiritual and we'll visit some dark places in my life. Let's get started. Okay, let's get into it. Today on Embrace the Path, we're going to talk about what it means walking in fear, living in it, and trying to overcome it. Let's take this journey together and find renewal and some new tools to live a life dealing with fear. Okay. So let's get into it. What is fear? What does fear mean? Well, according to the dictionary, fear means these are just two examples that I found with a Google search. Dictionary.com means it's an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that something or someone is dangerous and likely to cause pain or a threat. The Bible, I'm just using two references. You guys can look it up on your own and find your own references. I'm just doing these two. The Bible says a painful emotion or passion excited by an expectation of evil or the apprehension of impending danger. Now that we have those meanings, what does fear mean to me? Well, if we're going to be honest, I have an irrational fear of balloons. Comes from a childhood trauma. They scare me. My children grew up with no balloons at the birthday party, no balloons around me. Still, I'm 42 and barely can be around them. So that's my irrational fear. Fear for me is wrapped up in abandonment, being left out alone. Fear has stopped me from doing things most of my life and has gone far and for as long not even know what I wanted. Like I didn't know, I was so afraid of everything. I didn't know who I was, who I am, nothing. I operated in fear for so long that I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. My fear comes from a long line of childhood trauma and abuse. Fear started for me as soon as I could remember and molded me to make decisions I later had to deal with. So let's dig into that. Let's dig in a little deeper. These are all the things I'm working on and I'll work on the rest of my life. Growing up, from what I can remember, I was in a car accident, was in a coma, so I don't have a lot of memories, but they come back every once in a while. So growing up, from what I can remember, I don't know if we were going to eat. So as a child, I ate butter of hunger. I can remember being locked out of my house. I had a little sister I had to take care of. I did the best I could. After that, we were taken from my mom and we had lived with my grandma. And living with my grandma, we were like not allowed outside. We were really abused there. Being on crazy diets, so just every day walking on tippy toes and not knowing what to do or how to do it or all that thing. Oh, what did I do? So fear really was just an everyday way of life for me as a child, into adulthood, as a teenager. We moved to my dad's house, so I look back and now I understand that the people in my family, me, my mom and dad and grandma, were also sick and probably living in fear. and not giving excuses for what happened or how they treated us. It was just a more of an understanding that I understand now that they also were dealing with their own things. So no upset feelings there, no need for hate for them or anything like that. Forgiving them every day, super hard, but I just make the choice to recognize their fear and their sickness. So basically walking on eggshells, never knowing if we would send somebody over the edge, what would that mean? Super young, learning how to be empathic, like understanding the situation, like if someone was a danger or not. Never allowed literally to talk and was spoken to, really affected my daily life as a child and even into adulthood. These are some highlights of what comes to mind when I'm thinking about fear. How it changed for me. It really didn't change until like the last 5 years, and I'm 42. So I've been through so much counseling, and all those things helped. Many things helped. I found God, was really into church and all those things for a long time. Religion helped me get through it when I was younger. I left the church for a long time. I go back every once in a while, not like every day. It doesn't mean I don't love God, it just means I don't believe in religion. So, I found drugs. That was really easy. That was a good escape for me. And I was a stripper, had my son at 17, and all these things led me to this path I am on now, which is really, I'm really grateful for. I overthink everything still. I have trust issues, which also ties into fear. I've been in a relationship for 10 years and I still haven't unpacked all my stuff. Embarrassing. So maybe I should do that. But I wanted to get a deeper understanding about myself, and when I began this healing journey, I had to walk in the past. And I wanted out. I did not want to have anything to do with that. I didn't want to relive any of those traumas or nothing like that. I wanted out of my life, meaning like, I just wanted out of everyday fear and being scared of everything. I want to find my power again. I wanted the strength to live for my purpose, and I feel like my purpose is to reach out to other people and help them. If I help one person, that's all that matters to me. Sorry, I'm reading. My power and strength into my purpose. Okay, well, how do I do that? Well, sorry. How do I do that? How do you stop living in fear? Well, so much I've been told to walk in the memories and find God and find how you're protected and how I was loved. So basically meaning go back in the memories, find your for me, little Brandy, that little girl that was scared and didn't know if she was going to eat, was going to get abused, all that stuff. You have to go back in that memory, find her as your adult self, tell her, hug her, tell her you're okay now, everything is fine. And yes, it was horrible as it was happening. It was all for a purpose. So basically just walk through it again. That's horrible. Sometimes it makes me really stressed out and have PTSD, blah, blah, blah. And I was told to go back and find God and find how I've loved. And that was really hard for me. Like in that moment, how was I supposed to find love so hard? Like, how could I? Then it dawned on me, I was supposed to go to the child, me, and love her, like I said before. God showed me love, and now I need to show the child me love. I went to her, hugged her, and told her all these things happening to me are for me, not happening to me. And someday I can help someone else. For that helped me. It helped me heal the inner child in that moment so I could let it go. Now I have so many other memories, it's easier for me to walk in them and deal with them instead of like running from them, because before I wouldn't deal with them. So now when those memories pop up, I just stay there and I just keep reminding myself that you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. Now, to walk in fear and embrace the path, I find myself nowadays being super scared, and from a young age learning not to show it. But when I start feeling scared, I ask myself, Spirit, God, am I getting fear from a situation? Where is this fear coming from? Is it a real fear? Or is this something that I need to be dealing with? And it means like the smallest thing, like asking someone to like mop was probably like a bit shaking so bad. But the more I do it, the easier I find myself not being so afraid of everything. I'm getting more mentally stronger, and I'm able to set boundaries where I haven't been able to before, and I stop being afraid of myself. Like, I'm okay. And I also read this book called Course in Miracles, and one of my favorite things from it is nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. That's from the book of Course in Miracles. So how do you find peace in the midst of fear? Let's read that again, taken from the book of Miracles. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Okay, so is your fear real? What am I afraid of? Is it real? If nothing real can be threatened, then fear is a liar and not real. And nothing unreal exists. So my fear is unreal. It doesn't exist. So leave it there. Fear is a real emotion, but is it a tangible one? Emotions are real, but where does it come from? Fear doesn't come from God, spirit, higher self, or whatever you want to call it. So the emotion is real, but the fear is unreal. So it doesn't have a hold on me anymore. It does not exist. This may not work for everyone, but for me, it makes sense and it's easier to deal with. So I hope this helps you, and stay tuned. I'm going to be posting like once a week for as long as I can. Thank you guys.